Yo guys, welcome to Gusto Reaction on Gusto TV Africa. Yes, thank you guys so much for everything you do, liking our video, sharing, subscribing. Would always appreciate you every time we come to your screen because you guys are doing a lot. You guys are the reason why we come here back to back. And with me today, I got the number one Big Lala of Gusto in the building. How you doing, Big Lala?
I What's good?
One of I did alright too. One of Jazzy boy, and I don't dey around now. Maybe one of these days, turn up for the boy, for the rave lordy, Rema.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
Rema is on tour at the moment now, and then he's
Yeah,
done a couple of
he's on tour and
locations
having
in
fun.
London.
Yeah, he's on tour.
Yeah, like
He's on tour and having
he's
fun.
having a good time.
Yeah.
Looking at these youngins and and how well they begin to go on tour, unlike the times of them two Baba, them Whiskey, them Davido and Bonner at their own peak. Like they weren't going on tour as much as these boys are doing. Do you think that it is a thing to show that Afrobeat has really gone far than that time?
Well, I wouldn't say they're not going on tour as much as these guys. They were going on tour. I think it was just the magnitude of those tours. Um,
Mm,
these guys, the kind of tours these guys are going on now, they're selling to the thousands. They're not doing crowds or hundreds. They're not doing club tours
mm,
and things like that.
yeah.
I think back then, most of our artists back then would be happy to go on tour and perform to a few hundreds in a club or a few
Mm-hmm.
1,000 capacity. So they did their bits, and then people started to do more. People had to perform to bigger crowds. The genre of music started being bigger. Other African
Mm,
countries started to like it, and when you go to
mm,
these places, it's not just Nigerians that you're expecting to turn up.
yeah.
Different people. So it's a accumulation of effort from the guys before and now, and yeah, it's we're happy about it. That's good.
Rema has announced the Rave and Rosie store that he commenced a couple of days ago. The other one that he went, the performance was energetic. People were singing all along, with him back to back and everything. Just recently, we saw another one, and right about time when he was set to go on stage, we saw a certain, popular figure, Selena Gomez, all mushy. I think she pecked him at first. And
Mm-hmm.
then I don't know, maybe she tried to kiss him, or I don't know, like it seemed like their face was away from the camera, and then we didn't see what happened there. Like waiting, Pinning Selena and what's going on?
What's going on? Remember when Jesha Selena? That's what's going on. Remember when Jesha Selena? I mean, when I saw the pictures, when I saw the videos, I was hyped up for Rema, man. This is
Mm,
this is huge for Rema. Imagine
right.
Rema is able to bag a girl like Selena. Forget the age.
Wow.
People think Selena is still a young girl. That girl is what over
Yeah. She's old though.
but you see, Rema, the guy was moving the way Rema is moving these days. I kind of like it.
Mm,
And if he's going to be aligning himself with people like Selena Gomez, whether it's on a relationship level or on a musical
mm,
level, well, that's dope. That increases his status
mm,
in the game by far. To be nah,
yeah.
it's not even a joke for anyone. Selena is top tier. She commands a she commands millions of young fanatics. If I would music fanatics,
Yeah.
yeah, all those youngins. That's how she started off from. And people who are still at that
Mm-hmm.
age that mess with her. I mean, they see that she's dating. Let me prophesy into Rema's life. She's dating the Rema, or they are hanging out with
mm,
Rema and they are an item. I think it can only be positive for Rema. So people might think,
mm.
oh, it's Rema is trying to use her. Who cares? But aligning yourself with the
Right.
Selena Gomez. No, that name
Mm-hmm.
is not any small name. It's not any small name. The highest this
Bro.
people have reached when it comes
Okay.
to music, not be small thing. So Rema aligning
Mm,
himself there is, even if it's strategic, he's thinking straight. Because
yeah.
I enjoy the prospect of this being a thing for them. I enjoy it.
Right. Right. Despite the video being so short, about 5 seconds, it went viral, everybody talking about it and everything. Aside from the whole relationship mushy thing and everything, do you think are there possibilities of music coming through from both of them?
Whether it's musical, whether it's relationship, there's possibility. In fact, I want the possibility to happen. The two of them, whether it's one or the other, it must happen. But yeah,
Mm.
there's possibility. That's all I have to say about it.
Right. Recently Don Jazzy, tweeted that he's proud of his boys. Everybody, they are booked and
Why you
busy.
no go
Everyone
proud?
is doing.
Especially Rema, why you no go proud?
Oh.
Rema is doing what Brother should have been doing. That wanted to do with Rihanna. Unfortunately, Rihanna the don't go ASAP Rocky. But yeah, Rema
Mm.
is touching that height. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward, do you which other big celebrity do you think Rema maybe could pull on other days of his tour, because the tour just started and I think he's done about 3 locations thereabouts, and he has a couple of more days. What do you wish Rema on his Rave and Roses tour?
I wish him all the best, but I know that, I mean, especially the North American tour, depending on the city he
Mm,
goes to, they're going to look at finding out who messes with them, which of the high and mighty names in the music industry over there messes with them.
mm,
Try to get them out. Definitely try to get them out. I mean, she was in
mm,
Selena's hood and she was able to get her out. And I mean, I'm pretty sure
yeah.
she had a good time. Rema right now is living up to the expectations that people had of him when he first started.
Mm,
I think he's gotten to a new level right now, and people need to be seriously looking at Rema, and with the same face that you look at your faves, your bigger faves, you need to start looking
mm,
at Rema with that face. And I think he's gonna get there. He's working towards it, and I won't be surprised if he starts getting all these. I mean, mainstream sources that we are always proud of these other guys when he gets it. I'm pretty sure Rema is very close to getting it right
mm, mm. Now that he started the the tour Rave and Roses tour and everything, looking at how well the album did, do you think it's a worthy tag for the tour as it's going on? Like Rave and Roses album, we saw a couple of tracks, maybe did fairly well and all of that, but is it like a worthy tag for that album, or it's an idea to further push the album?
now. Well, it's to further push the album, but whatever people have to say about the album, sometimes you have to look at the global perspective and not just locally. I mean, we've seen several
Mm,
artists these days when they drop their body of work, the local scene
yeah.
doesn't tend to push towards them a lot. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we know it's a different time in here. By the time you do the work outside of the country, and you see the numbers, people back home sometimes fall in line, people back home think otherwise. But either
Mm,
way you go about it, you always have to get out to your audience, whether home or abroad. And that's what Rema is trying to do. If he looks at the stats of
mm,
home and he feels, oh, I'm getting a lot of plays from these countries or these states, let me go ahead and put them in my tour. It's a Waves and Roses album, then
yeah,
it's going to shed more light on the album per se. But then all the songs that he's going to perform is not just from the album. There'll be some
definitely.
jams in there. So I think it's all positives for the album. To be honest, all positives.
Yeah. All positives for the album. And Bing Lala said, "Yo, guys, he's expecting a lot from the old Rema and Selena, situationship. Let me say, if it is relationship or music, you just want the very best
Relationship
for Rema.
or
We out
situationship.
here,
Oh, I'm only.
right. We also out here as well, so we want the best for every of our Afrobeat artists, our ambassadors like Adeshope. We call them. Can let us know what you think, Rema and Selena. What is happening? What is going on between them? Drop your thought down below in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.